From the North Conway Public Library. How are you?
I'm doing fine, thank you.
You're looking very bright today. You know, we're celebrating the end of summer.
We are. I don't know if it's a celebration, but yeah, summer's coming to an end.
Wow.
Yesterday was cold, but I have great news.
What?
For next weekend when we're having Bike for Books, the weather will be perfect. I just checked NOAA and the Weather Channel this morning, and they're expecting 70 degrees, sunshine, 0 chance of precip.
Perfect.
Yes.
Now, we've talked about this before. We can never remember how many years of Bike for Books this is, but it's a whole bunch.
It's the 13th year.
It is the 13th year. Wow.
Yeah.
That is just amazing. And what a great event it is. So let's talk about what Bike for Books is all about.
Bike for Books is, we now have a new moniker, a subtitle called Mountain Bike Adventure Rides, because we want to show that it's something for everybody.
Yep.
It's lots of different rides. There's marked trails for little children, for families, then an intermediate valley loop, which is going through the whole Mount Washington Valley, kind of, sort of.
Yeah.
And we have little add-on loops for that are way more technically challenging for the advanced riders. So no matter who you are, no matter how much experience you have on a mountain bike, you'll find the perfect ride for you.
And I think one of the key things there is, as you said, they're marked trails.
Yes.
So you follow the trails. You're going to go on trails you've never been on because you're always like, well, I don't know if that's a trail or not. But now you can say, hey, it is a trail because it's marked.
Yep. And this year they're marked by Chris Krug, by Eastside Bike Guides.
Yep.
Great guy, great business. And he's taken me along for a couple of rides that I've never been before. Like, okay, the mountain bikers that have been here for 20 years, they know them, like Rattlesnake Trail, Quadruple Bypass, Bear Dam, da-da-da. I mean, those were beautiful, smooth, single track trails, but they're single track and beautiful, but they're not that hard. And if they did get hard, then I got off, and the hot shots, they kept riding.
There you go.
Yeah.
But that's great. And this is all a fundraiser of course, for the North Conway Public Library.
Correct. It's a fundraiser for our children's room specifically. So yeah, we're hoping that people give us donations, and we also have a pledge fundraising event this year.
Yep.
And the cool thing there, we try to combine everything, make it a win-win for everybody. So you raise pledges for the library. At the same time, if you raise enough pledges, that can offset your entry fee, the registration
right.
fee, which is perfect. So you get in the event for free, and you get raffle tickets because we're raffling off a mountain bike, a brand new specialized mountain bike donated by Standard N Sports. Thank you so much. And for every $25 raised, you get 3 chances.
That's a lot of chances.
It's a lot of, right, that's the whole idea. You can also buy those raffle tickets.
Yep.
You go to the library, buy them for $10 a piece, but this way you get them for free.
Well, that's awesome. And are you doing the raffle on that day, on Bike for Books Day?
We are at the tail end of the event when people finally have come back.
There you go. And hopefully the person will be there so they can hold the bike and go, yeah, I won.
Yes. And if the bike doesn't fit, then you go to Stand and Dance. They give you a smaller, bigger size. So they're very nice about that. No, we'll do the raffle drawing during our pizza lunch.
Yep.
We get pizza from Elvio's, hot steaming pizza, fresh out of the oven. We have lots of yummy desserts after the ride and fresh coffee from Frontside Grind. So it's a happening. It's
That's cool.
Full day of mountain biking, fun, good food, everything.
And now when people are starting out on Saturday morning, where do they go?
They come to Whitaker Woods, the home site, the main building there, between 8 and 11 a.m. You start whenever you want.
When you want. So you can get up early, or you can sleep in, like I like to do.
There you go. Me too.
And then you go on the ride. We got some great pictures that we're bouncing up here of different years of the ride. It's a little earlier this year, which is nice.
Right. We try to get away from Columbus Day weekend, which is great because it's a long weekend, but traffic is bad usually.
Right.
So a lot of people don't want to come into the village. So it's September 27th this year.
So that's coming right up. So still plenty of opportunity, still plenty of room.
Yes.
Obviously that you can do it, and you get a water bottle right there. You just showed
we
that
actually
on
have
TV.
These are our the old last year's bottles, but this year we have a smaller one, and the theme is green, green cap. They're BPA free, so healthy and good. Fresh coming in from California this week. And what else? You get more information on our website, northconwaylibrary.com. You can either click on the Bike for Books tab or just put in the URL /BFB. BFB, Bike for Books.
And I imagine this is a pretty good fundraiser for you.
It is. It has become our main fundraiser. Yes.
That's great. So there's really no reason not to do it.
No.
Because you're outside, so that's a good thing. You're mountain biking. You're on trails, so you don't have to worry about where you're going.
Nope.
And you gather up some friends and you say, hey, let's go. And it's not a race.
Nope.
So you just go and you have a fun time. I'm sure you could stop along the way.
Right.
You know.
You can stop whenever you want to. You go your own pace, your own difficulty. As I said, if you want to walk certain areas, you just walk it. No big deal. There's nobody who judges you. And we have a halfway point at the Swift River Covered Bridge. We serve food and Gatorade, water, bananas, muffins, bagels, peanut butter. That's there, and before we go into the west side of the Valley Loop.
Very cool. Now, I don't know if you know the answer to this, but if you were to go on every single inch of it, how many miles would it be? Which you probably couldn't do.
No, you can't, because there's parallel loops in Whittaker Woods. You wouldn't want to. But the main loop is, let's say, about 17, 18 miles. With all the add-on loops, it adds up to about 26 miles.
That's great.
Yeah.
So lots of opportunities for you.
Right, and you can come and bike for an hour. You just do the short loop in Whittaker Woods, or do it twice or 3 times, or you come and bike all day if you want to.
That sounds great.
It's all up to you.
It's always fun. When I've done it, it's just a great time, the camaraderie and everything else. And for me, the marked trails. I like the marked trails.
You don't get lost.
You don't get lost, which is good for me.
Me too.
All right, so you're going to go to northconwaylibrary.com and get the information. You can sign up there. Now, if people suddenly wake up next Saturday morning, I forgot to sign up.
No biggie. They come on Saturday morning between 8 and 11 o'clock to Whittaker Woods. We have lots of registration sheets there. You can also sign up online, as in using your credit card, if you go to bikereg.com.
There you go.
So that's another opportunity. Or we have a pre-registration party the night before, Friday night, from 5 to 8 o'clock at Stan and Dan's.
A pre-registration party.
Yes,
Very cool.
with pizza and drinks and just hanging out with fellow riders and
there you go.
Filling out the form. So, yeah.
That sounds great. Well, Andrea, thanks so much for coming down and telling us all about it. And, of course, it's a great event, Bike for Books, to benefit the North Conway Public Library, so you definitely want to participate in that. And as you said, if you're like, oh, I'm going to be away next weekend. But you can go and buy those raffle tickets.
You sure can. Or sponsor somebody.
I was going to say, sponsor somebody else, yeah. So there you go. All right. Well, Andrea, thanks so much.
Thanks so much for having me.
And we look forward to hearing about how the event goes. And we'll be back here in a minute on White Mountains Today.